Alright, it's gonna guys. This is Nazeru's Gates Heroic Challenge. We have 3 points into Archery, 3 into Barracks, 3 into Mage, 1 into Artillery, 3 points into Rain of Fire, and 3 points into Reinforcements. And since we have a level 6 hero now, we're gonna go 3 into Sand Warriors, 3 into Swordsmanship, 2 into Toughness, and we'll put a new point into Spiked Armor. So getting into this fight, it's all about Mage and Archery this round. They give us a lot more armored guys, and we're not going to go any points into, or no artillery towers, I should say. So we have a couple of barracks to stall things out, but we have the double mage tower on the roundabouts on both sides, and then archer towers in between that, you can see, and then the barracks at the top, and then 2 towards the bottom center area. So our hero is going to stand over on the left-hand side, and we have fully 2 points into the archer tower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archer towers to start with. And I didn't put any additional points into barracks to start with. We do have the double level 2 archer tower and level 2 mage tower at the bottom. It's going to give us a DPS on that side. We're going to get a lot of armor, guys. You can see wave 2, we've already put another point into the mage tower. So 2 level 2 mage towers on the right-hand side. And that's got to hold its own because our hero is going to be standing over on the left-hand side. So the right really has to do a lot of the work without any assistance from our hero. And our hero is going to be standing over killing off a lot of little guys while we deal with the immortals on the right. Those things are tanky and they summon little mummies when they die. So need plenty of mage and DPS for that. Our hero is doing a good job though killing off those little guys. It does not take him long to kill those little things. They are little thug guys, are pretty easy to go down, but there are a lot of them. Now, just kind of put your reinforcements wherever you can see. I had to run him over that immortal. I guess it wasn't quite enough DPS. We did get a level 3 mage tower there, but sometimes the immortals try to get by and we got to run our hero over. He can hold his own pretty well against immortals if you have to in emergencies, but you don't generally want your hero killing off the big stuff when there's little stuff to kill off, because he just kills off little stuff a lot faster, which gives the towers more time to focus on the big stuff, rather, if there's less little stuff on the board. Anyway, we have 2 level 3 mage towers on the right-hand side now, going into wave 3. And then we see an executioner dude at the top left. Hopefully our barracks will stall him out. And he is, not quite 3/4 down yet. Start working on him with the mage tower, with the archer towers. We do have a level 4 archer tower now at wave 3 in that central area. It's going to cover both lanes there. Very important archer tower. It's going to be a main source of DPS, and then a level 3 archer tower on the left as well, just top. Put points into your mage towers as you can see fit. You can see on the left-hand side we have 3 mage towers, and I've just kind of, they give really good coverage, but I wouldn't dump all your points there because we really want the DPS from the archers early on. Now we can start seeing the scorpions come out on the right, and we have 2 level 4 mage towers. It's going to be a very important milestone hit. 2 level 4 mage towers on the right hand side going into wave 4 should be enough to chunk these sand scorpions down. You can see they do quite a bit of damage to any kind of reinforcement hero, whatever you want to play against them. They're really anti what do you want to call it, physical object you place down on the board, physical guy. The poison just does way too much damage, so ideally you want to just chunk them down with mage towers. And I've even put some upgrades. You can see little blue orbs. They do extra damage. And nice thing about the mage towers, they can store those orbs for later on. So if the waves are quiet, they can build up the orb balls and then launch them all into the first guy they run into. So a little bit of a tight spot on wave 5. We had to run our hero down to deal with the right-hand side. And the archer tower, they're mostly archers and little sand trimmer guys on the left-hand side. So nothing too big. We have 2 level 4 archer towers at this point on the left-hand side, and they will chunk through anything that does not have a lot of armor. You can see these archers are falling very, very quickly, and we're just periodically upgrading our mage towers as well. So far, a pretty clean wave 5, despite a little mishap on the right-hand side. The left-hand side more or less takes care of itself at this point. And we are going into wave 6. So if you've made it this far, you can see the mage towers, those little blue orbs they've stored up, do just tons and tons of damage to the first target they hit. Very, very nice upgrade. Our hero is in a tight spot. Has to kind of run back. When you see him low in HP, try to run him back because it's way, way worse if he dies. It's better he loses aggro and runs back a little bit than to have to die and wait for the respawn timer. So level 3 mage tower now, bottom left. Level 4 mage tower now. And that damage is going to be very helpful against pretty much anything. I don't think we're going to be able to build any tornadoes on that bottom left just because we don't have the money to, but make sure, your hero is going to be standing at the bottom now trying to cover both lanes. Just gets a little bit tight, but that's how the veteran heroic and iron challenges go sometimes. We have upgraded barracks towers as well, just to help give a little bit more stalling. Enemies that manage to slip past. And that's a goodbye to the executioner. A couple mortals trickling in on the right hand side, and then we have the main guys. A couple more, executioner guys I should say, on the left hand side. Well, we do tornadoes. I guess we do have the money at the very end to build some tornadoes, although it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, we could have just upgraded those mage towers instead. Probably would have been a smarter move, but anyway, those archers aren't going anywhere. Our hero is slowly picking them off one by one. If he gets on top of the archers, it's just no hope for them. Tornadoes on the right-hand side, though, you can see are doing absolute work. We're going to clump up, get an amazing rain of fire there, just hitting all those immortals, doing so much damage. And then you can see the last couple immortals here getting just torn back by this tornado. So helpful on that right-hand side. And let's watch as they die slowly one by one. Got one more immortal left, looks like. That tornado just taking him all the way back, and he slowly dies, little mummy popping out. And goodbye, sir. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching.